Hello guys, and welcome to my July empties video.
What a wonderful world.
So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing everything that I finished in the month of July, which was quite a lot. I did finish off some really good summer candles, and I did also read 2 books that I'll review at the end of this video as well, so stick around for that and let's get started. So July was an interesting month. I did go on a trip to Seattle. You'll have to ignore my hair today. I just got back from the beach and I did not do anything to it. I just left it curly and it's just kind of doing its own thing, so you'll just have to excuse that. But yeah, July was an interesting month. We went to Seattle for, I think it was 5 days. Was it 5 days? And we went to Mount Rainier, which is nearby, and just had a wonderful trip. And then came back, had a lot of like house problems. We were without hot water for 6 days, so that was not fun. And then we've been having like a humidity problem in the house. So I do have like a dehumidifier going in the bathroom, so I hope you don't hear that. I tried to close all the doors to make sure you didn't hear anything, but yeah, it's been kind of crazy. But somehow I'm still like finishing off stuff. I'm really trying to finish off the last of my summer stuff so I can move to fall, and I'm just really excited about that. Also, we got a new king size bed. You can't see it because I put on like the blur background. But yeah, we got a king size bed and I've been loving it. It's been so nice. So that's just a little bit about updates, but let's get started with candles. I did finish off 3 candles last month. So the first one I finished is the coffee candle from Bath & Body Works. This is freshly brewed coffee. And this one, the scent notes are, enjoy the room-filling aroma of fresh coffee beans as you pour yourself a cup of ambition. And I actually have the little last bit of my coffee right here that I'm sipping on. I've just been making like vanilla lattes this summer, keeping it a little simple. But this one burned really well. Did really good downstairs in the kitchen area. Nice coffee scent for like in the mornings when I'm working from home. So that was really good. And then another one that we did in the living room downstairs is mahogany teakwood. And this is rich mahogany, dark oak, and frosted lavender. I love this one. I don't know what it is about mahogany scents, but mahogany in the like summertime has really been interesting me more so than like fresh and fruity, which I used to love, like a fresh fruity scent for summertime, like strawberry pound cake, or like the blueberry lavender one is really good too, or blueberry lemonade is what I meant to say. But I've been really gravitating towards something fresh instead. So this one was perfect for summertime. It's been getting super hot lately, so I just kind of wanted something simple. And that made me feel like my house was clean, I was clean, everything was going good, even though it was like 98 outside. And then the last candle I finished is Santorini Coast. This is probably my favorite summer candle, maybe next to coconut milk, is that what it was, from Homeworks that I finished off last month. This one is a very, very good candle from Bath & Body Works. It's creamy coconut, almond blossom, and warm vanilla. Just finished it right on down. What a wonderful creamy coconut scent. That almond blossom makes it kind of have like a body care note to it, but it is such a good scent for the house. It makes it smell nice and like beautiful and coconutty for summer, so I love this one. So for body care, I did finish off some items from my project Use It Up. If you haven't seen that before, I have a summer project going for body care where I'm trying to finish up my summer items. So I did finish off this little mini body cream in Firecracker Pop. Really good, just simple summer scent. It's definitely like a 4th of July scent. It's like, it smells like a bomb pop to me. It's really good and fruity, so I finished off that one. And then I also finished off 2 vanilla items. So I finished off the Pacifica Island Vanilla Parfum. This one, I think they've redone the packaging now. It doesn't look like this anymore, but this was such a good summer vanilla. Oh, it was so good. I think it's like a Tahitian vanilla is what they describe it as. But this was one of my favorite vanillas, and I finished it off fairly quickly for myself. I don't use perfumes very quick, so I did really good on that. And then to go with it, I was using Midnight Amber Glow, which definitely is not a summer scent. It came out in fall, but it's a year-round kind of scent to me. But yeah, Midnight Amber Glow in the little mini fine fragrance mist. I already have a backup mini mist, so I'm fine to finish this one off. But yeah, it's just a wonderful like warm vanilla with a little bit of, I think it has chocolate in it too, so it's a really good scent. And then the last body care item I finished is just this Degree Advanced body heat activated deodorant, and this is in Move Fresh Coconut. I tried to find this again and it's been sold out. I tried to repurchase it because it's actually a really good coconut scent. And like when you start to sweat, you can smell it and it smells really good instead of smelling your own sweat. So they were sold out of it, but if you happen to find this coconut scent one, it's really good. And then I did finish off, I like don't want to touch it because it's kind of leaking, a random winter candy apple hand soap in the kitchen. So that one was nice to finish and get it out of my collection so I can, you know, use other hand soaps that are actually seasonal. And then I did finish off a lot of skincare, and I'm gonna consider this one skincare. This is a sunscreen. This is the HEB Sport SPF 50 sunscreen. I use this one when I take Kai on walks or when I'm gonna go running outside. My shoulders have gotten like really dark, darker than the rest of my body, which for me, I don't love. I always try to keep my face covered when I'm out on walks or running. So I'll always wear a hat. My face is like 2 shades lighter than the rest of my body, but that's fine with me. I'd rather like prevent, you know, premature aging on my face. But yeah, my shoulders have been getting the brunt of the sun while I'm out. So I always make sure to put on some SPF before I leave. But this one was really good. It doesn't like sweat off super quickly or anything either. So definitely recommend. And then I finished off 2 from the Mary Kay Clear Proof line. This is the cleansing gel. It has 2% salicylic acid. I use this every single night and it works really well. It also kind of helps get rid of like the last little bit of remaining makeup. Even when I use like my cellar water, I'll still have a little bit left and that gets rid of it. And then the deep cleansing charcoal mask. This one I use when breakups pop up and it helps to kind of just dry them out. So works really well. I also finished, another Mary Kay item, the vitamin C line reducer serum. This is just a vitamin C serum. I use it every day. Really good for daytime. Definitely helped kind of clear up some of my sunspots. So that was really good. And then I finished off this Dipology Caviar Serum Stick. It's like one of those eye sticks. It's like a little balm. And I was using it on my under eyes for a while and then I just finally finished it off. But this one worked really well. This brand, Dipology, is expensive, but I would say it's actually worth it. It worked really well. I probably wouldn't repurchase that though. I was actually gifted it to do a video for them, so I didn't pay for it anyways, but it's a little expensive, but it definitely works, I'll say that. And then the last kind of skincare item that I finished is this Eminence Organic Skincare Bamboo Firming Fluid. It is a natural retinol, what's it? Alternative. So I brought this on vacation with me instead of bringing my full-size retinol and use this at night. And then I do have like one random hair care item. This is the DP Hue Gloss Plus Unpigmented Deep Conditioner and Gloss Shade Diluter. So I got this for free with like a little pack from Ulta. Every now and then, usually around Black Friday or Cyber Monday, they'll give away like a set of like 20 or so like mini items to try out. And I just use this as like a deep conditioner on my hair. It worked fine. It wasn't anything like crazy, but this little thing worked for my entire head of hair. So I only got one use out of this, but it still worked. Okay, last, oh no, I do have another hair care item. This is the Living Proof Scalp Care Dry Scalp Serum. And this is my holy grail. If you have a dry, itchy scalp, definitely try out the Living Proof Scalp Care line. This, a little gel that you like rub into your scalp. And I really only put it like behind my ears where I get itchy, crown of my head, and then right on the nape of my neck. Those are the spots where I get the itchiest and it helps so much. I notice if I don't have it for like a week while I'm waiting for the next one to come in, that my scalp will get itchy, even if it's only been like one wash. So highly recommend that. And then I do have one random wax empty. This is the Dumbo Scentsy Circus Parade little wax bar, and I melted this in our bedroom. I need to get better about the wax melts because I have so many, and I really need to like leave them on all day long because I forget about them. But this one smells really good. Honestly, what I should do is get like a timer plug to go in the wall and have it auto turn on at like 8 a.m. and then auto turn off at like 8 p.m. so they're going all day and I don't have to like think about turning them on. That's what I should do. Will I do that? I don't know. If I was smart, that would be what I should do. And then I did finish off 3 makeup items. So I finished off this Jack Black lip balm in Natural Mint. This is my favorite like lip balm in the squeezy tube, at least, because it works really well. It's not messy. And the mint one feels really nice on the lips. It doesn't like tingle or anything, but it's just like nice and refreshing. I also finished this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. This is the pink one. This is my favorite. I've already repurchased it. It is so good. It definitely keeps my makeup on like a lot longer than usual, and it works really well for the price. So I love that. And the last makeup empty that I have is this L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. This has definitely gone viral. If you watch Shelby Ann, she has like a lot of tutorials using this because it's supposed to keep things on all day long. It's a dupe for the Patrick Star setting spray actually, which I think is like 3 times the price of this. I don't love that L'Oreal is not cruelty free, but for saving, 1/3 of the price for this little baby versus the Patrick Star one, I have to go for this one. I'm sorry. I've already repurchased it. It's so good. It really does keep my makeup on even in like the summer heat. Actually, for my birthday on the 2nd of August, I used that when we went out and we were like bar hopping at night in the summer Texas heat and humidity, and my makeup stayed on all night long. It looked really good too. So that is it for empties actually. And then I have 2 books to review for you guys, but if you don't want to see the book review, that's totally fine. I will catch you in my next video, but let's go ahead and get into the book reviews. So the first book that I read in the month of July was Wings of Starlight, and I really wanted to read this book. For those of you that don't know, this is a story about one of the pixies from Pixie Hollow from Disney. So if you didn't watch it, there was like a whole Tinkerbell series on Disney, or it was movies and then it turned into a TV series, but there was like a whole series of movies about Tinkerbell and her friends and like being the fairies in Neverland. So it kind of coincides with Peter Pan, and there's like this whole world of fairies and they bring along the seasons. So there's seasonal fairies, there's summer, spring, autumn, and winter. And then there's like Tinker fairies, which is what Tinkerbell is. And they are like builders and engineers and they create new things. And there is water fairies, there is animal fairies, they can speak to animals, and there's like a plethora of them, there's a lot, but there are like leadership fairies, and there is a queen, and we meet Queen Clarion like as an adult. She's already queen in Pixie Hollow whenever those movies come out, but this book is about her as a young adult, and she is being crowned from princess to queen. And we get to see her like experience. She feels like she's not, like strong enough to be queen. Her powers aren't strong enough to be queen. She can barely like control her powers. And there are like dark forces that are happening. They're called nightmares that are coming from the winter portion of Pixie Hollow. And winter has been closed off from the rest of Pixie Hollow for like centuries. And so she's trying to figure out why that is and trying to solve all these mysteries. And she meets the warden of the Winter Woods. And they have a little bit of a romance. So that's all I'm going to say because I think that you guys should honestly read it. It is so fun. I listened to it on audiobook. I believe I bought it on Audible, or maybe I got it from my library on Libby. But it was so good. The audiobook was really fun. I liked that there was like a mystery aspect to it. It wasn't just a romance. And we also got to see like Clarion come into her powers and, go through her own kind of self-discovery as a young adult. And it just was so fun. I enjoyed it so much. And having been a girl who grew up on the Pixie Hollow movies, I loved it so much. So if you haven't read Wings of Starlight, you definitely need to. I think I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. It was like the perfect amount of like a little bit of romance, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of self-discovery, and I just had the best time reading it. So that was amazing. Definitely would recommend it to anybody who is also a Pixie Hollow fan, or anyone who likes to hear about like magic tales. It was really fun. I liked it a lot. So that was the first book, and the second book is One Summer in Santorini, and my friend Delaney actually recommended it to me because she was saying how it could remind me of my trip to Italy, and it definitely did. So the book is about a woman traveling around Santorini, around Greece, and she's like island hopping on this cruise with a bunch of other couples and like single people, and I want to say she's already in her 30s, so that's a really good like portion of the book is like a romance for her, and also her kind of rediscovering herself after like a bad relationship. So she goes on this like 2-week long vacation. I know that's kind of an underrepresented portion of the population in romance books. I feel like at least the romance and like fantasy romance books that I've been reading that are popular like on TikTok, the main character is always like 19 or like 21, and their frontal lobe has not fully developed. So they're definitely still like making bad decisions and being like a teenager. But this book was about an adult woman. So I did like the portion of them going through Greece. The author is very good at like describing the food that's happening too. I definitely think that the author and like the main character are big foodies, and so that's definitely portrayed in like the description of all the food as you're going through the different islands, and that was really fun. And she describes like the culture of the islands and like the beautiful scenery. That was a great portion of the writing. For me, I did not like hearing her inner monologue about everything that she had anxiety over. Like, girl, I already have anxiety. I don't need to read about you having anxiety too. So that was a little too much for me. I didn't need her inner monologue, like making jokes and like self-deprecating and just like overall like being worried about how people perceived her. I feel like that was kind of unnecessary. Like at points in time, yes, it adds to the character, but at some point it's like too much. And it was every single page. It was a little too much. And then she would have like inner dialogues with herself that she wasn't saying out loud. And then she would say other things out loud. So I got confused at points in time because the author, I was reading it on Kindle too. The author would like put one quotation around thoughts in her head and then 2 quotations around things she said out loud. But sometimes it would all blend together and I couldn't tell what she was saying out loud and what she wasn't. I don't know. It was a little confusing. It was still a good book. It was a decent romance. I didn't love it, but it was a decent romance, and the biggest part that I enjoyed was just hearing about the islands and the culture and the food. So that for me was a good portion of it. But the rest I could have kind of done without. So yeah, it was overall a 3-star book. I enjoyed it, but I probably wouldn't go back to it, and I probably wouldn't recommend it to you unless you're like a big foodie or you recently went to Santorini, Greece, or you are going there soon just to like read up about the different islands. So yeah, that was the second book that I read, and that was it for the month of July. So I hope you guys enjoyed my empties and book review for the month of July. Let me know down below what you read or what you were burning, melting, using last month that you really enjoyed. And that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!